My fellow Sierra Leoneans, my name is ARP Thomas. By now, I hope say you don't watch Julius Maada Bio in performance on BBC Focus on Africa this week. If you don't watch it, watch this video. You will see a transcript of it. Look, this reminds me of one thing. One of the fundamental abilities of any successful president, now clear, concise communication skills. A successful president for able to communicate with conviction. A successful president for able to communicate persuasively. A successful president for able to advocate, strategically for in people and in country. All world leaders then, watch any, I don't even name Obama, Clinton and others. I don't even name any, Mandela and others. I just want to make you go try it yourself. They're all able to communicate efficiently. What you make would they pay lawyers them for? Would they pay lawyers them top dollars? Why make you not go to Amna Court and represent yourself? Now because would they pay lawyers them top dollars for make them able to go make sure say they speak on we behalf. They present information we convincing to the judge and the jury. They present information we working with best interest. They present information we even criminally walk free out of the courthouse. Because we entrust them, we choose the best. They will just choose the cheapest. No, you will rot in a jail. We choose the best. We pay them enough money for make them say things that we go make people and believe what they say, so that we will run free. Now that make people and they pay lawyers them so much money. So imagine you president, now a similar role. You president for able to advocate for you, your brother, your sister, your kingdom, your country, your neighbor, in a way that the international community, whatever way say, they will believe them. Even if not lie, they will believe them. If we able to communicate with conviction, where I watched Mr. Bio in performance on BBC Focus on Africa, I feel so embarrassed. But I don't only feel embarrassed, I feel so scared. Because imagine this man can emerge as the president come March 7, 2018. If people don't understand exactly what they vote for. I mean, they pray every 2 seconds, honestly. Papa go do ya, this man, the next morning, we come on die most day. Let it be something way admirable. Let it be something where at least you will cover in shame small. But no, that never happened. Every word after the other, blunder after blunder. So before all these SLPP gangs then and Facebook then begin the cause Pamicos and APC, like just like where APC lunatics then they do. Make I just present to you in most recent interviews the way they don't do. If you watch the interview there, you still believe say this man now the man for you for make it represent you, then Sierra Leone is doomed. Watch the interview for yourself and pass your own judgment. Thank you.
Sometimes last week, and I'm going to say it again, I have problems with the American immigration system. There's nothing criminal about it. I travel everywhere else in the world. But sometimes you run into problems with institutions of the state. They have a right to say, I don't go to their country. I have a right, if I'm in charge, to say, they don't come to my country. That is their right. One thing I'm sure about, like I've said it, I can challenge anybody. Investigate me in the United States. If you have one offense, not a criminal offense, if you have one offense, even traffic offense, then I will care about that.
But then a good question would be, how then do you plan to cooperate with international bodies or with foreign powers as well if you are having problems with the American immigration? And of course, everyone knows that America is one of the biggest economies in the world.
I have problems with them. I travel all around the other countries in the world. I travel on top of the United States, go to
So free education, primary and secondary.
Primary and secondary.
How are you going to pay for it?
Good. I intend to pay for that by first stopping the leakages. We have serious problems about duty-free that has been given quite a lot by our government, tax exemptions to companies that really do not deserve it. And when you put that together, it's so huge. That alone, just taking care of that alone is enough to provide this very essential service of educating our population.
Education is not cheap. You can't just say that by blocking up these holes, you can actually pay for free primary and secondary education for all young Sierra Leoneans.
It is so huge. We have worked the mathematics. It's so huge. The leakages in that area are so huge that they can actually take care. Because, one, that is not just the area I'm going to emphasize on. I am going to lead a government that is going to take care of the economy. The economy in Sierra Leone is sick.
Okay, blocking loopholes and diversification, but what's your ballpark figure in terms of what you're going to use to pay for this education?
I cannot put that now, but I have worked the mechanics.
Surely it's 3 months to election.
No.
You should know how much it costs to educate young people.
Yes, that is correct. What we have done is, everybody is asking that question. We have checked for Sierra Leone, a student in high school pays 75,000, which is 75,000 leones.
What's that in dollars?
The pounds is about £7.50.
Really?
Yeah, yes. And people are dropping out of school for that. So when I spoke about that, so what we have done is what I don't have here as I sit here now, like I cannot just speak or I can't just give to you is the exact number. But what we have done is we have calculated that and the total enrollment, and we also know that besides paying for their school fees, people are dropping out of school because they don't have uniforms and schools. So we have calculated all of that. And that is what we intend to cover by taking care of the economy.
Will the people of Sierra Leone know how much you're proposing before the election?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, I did not have that coming in here, but I can have that out of the studio. I've worked that. It's been. I didn't want to release that, but I don't have the exact figure now. But I've worked it out because that is the most.
I contested against a very popular candidate, the president. But after everything was stolen, I was left with nearly 40%. Therefore, all I need is a top-up. I'm not standing for my friend. One country. One country. So, ladies and gentlemen, you only need to top up. And besides that, I have told you, I am being proven, I have been tested to lead this country. And I will tell you, I am fit for purpose as far as leadership of this country is concerned. What I will offer is an effective and efficient management of the economy and politics in this country, including the resources, so that we can move from poverty and underdevelopment to a prosperous and happy nation. That is my program, and that is what I have for you. So, before I complete my 5 minutes, we've had this conversation for a long time. You have been partners on this journey. I promise quality leadership to take you to higher heights, to make our party a better party.
Mr. President, what's I want? Yeah. Mr. President, tell me what's I want. And I'm like, me I want to know. Say, Mr. President, tell me what's I want. And I'm like, me I want to know. Say, why you youth not get work for? Me I want to know. Situation to talk for. Me I want to know. Every day to the tanga. Me I want to know. And you been promised we say, you dey give we work. You been promised we say, you dey give we this. Good road, good things, school electricity. And at 2007 you been tell we say, but at 2007 you been tell we say, power to the youth, them rapid employment. It's a left for the city, cause students don't camp up. We brother and we sister, them where they sell last week. If it's urban and still, but outside them go sell. The market on a bill, too tight and small. Mr. President, I want to make you look into this matter, yeah. Right now, so Mr. President, I want to make you listen to